Hey guys, it's Nicole. I'm back with an altered frame. I was really glad that I had pounded out this project because I have been working on my dissertation for the last 48 hours, and I was texting back and forth with Sherry at Scrapping and Wrapping, that's her YouTube name, and I was like, girl, I need a scrap break. So finally I came up here and banged out a project, and I'm really happy with it, and I think I needed some R&R, and my scrap room is like the calmest area in my house right now. So this is what I came up with. The whole idea here was, it's my anniversary tomorrow, my 2-year anniversary, and my husband wanted some sort of frame he could put on his desk at work, but he didn't want it to be too girly. So when I saw the Pyrus collection from Basic Gray, I just thought that that was the best collection because it has a lot of browns, and it looks very canvas toned, and it has blues, and there's nothing too girly about it. So when I saw the paper with the pears on it, I thought of a stamp that I had that said the perfect pear. So I kind of went with that whole theme, and what I did was I took this plain background that almost looks like worn canvas. I distressed it up with some weathered wood and vintage photo distress ink. Cut it with an X-Acto knife to size, adhered it on, and then I used some of my Moonshadow Mist to spray it and kind of give it a vintagey, glimmery look. And I don't know if you can see the shimmer on it, but it's there. It looks awesome. So then I cut out 2 of the pears from the collection, and then I cut those same pears out again just to get this center part, and then I pop dotted the center part just to give it some dimension. And then the seeds in these pears, I use some bling in the centers just to give it some more added interest. As I was looking at my Tim Holtz products, I realized that my foliage leaves look exactly like the pear leaves, so I cut them off of here, and I added the metal leaves to kind of go with that same copper tones that I used all around. And then on this one, I just left the leaf that was already on the pear. So I really like the way the pears turned out. Then I wanted to give the image that they were kind of sitting on a table. So I chose a paper from the collection, and then I just distressed it a little bit, added some of my Moonshadow Mists. And then this is one of the lace trims that I got from Carla001, who's selling those $25 lace grab bags. And I just sprayed it with some suede glimmer mist, and it kind of looks like a tablecloth on the table, so I really like the way that that came out. Then, instead of using my stamp that said a perfect pear, my plan was I had bought some of these canvases, canvas embellishments, and I wanted to put the title on one of these, but none of them were the size I needed. They just weren't working. So I built off of the idea of using this canvas, and I used some of my Claudine Helmuth sticky back canvas. That's what this is right here. I cut it to size. I sprayed it with 3 different colored glimmer mists. One was Gator Gumbo, I forget the other, Incandescent Copper, and something else. I can't remember. And I distressed the edges using my distressing tool, and then it kind of started fraying the canvas, so I started pulling pieces out to really fray the edges, and I like the way it looks. I kind of left it loose up here. Then I stuck 2 copper eyelets in it, and I hung it. If you look in the back, you can see that this is actually hung right there and there. And then I added these thickers, and they were like not the exact color bluish gray that I wanted, so I had to use some distress inks and some distressing tools to kind of give it that brown look. And these, where it says the perfect, these are micro mono stickers from Basic Gray's Max and Whiskers collection. Then over here, I used 2 of the bloomers from the Basic Gray collection, and what I like about them is that this is for a guy, and I Am Roses and Prima tends to be a little bit more girly. These are made out of fabric. They have kind of boyish looking buttons on them, so I don't feel like it went too out of the scope of being male. Then I used some of my twine that I have from, who is it, Jilly Bean Soup, and I just laced up the edge. That's one of my favorite things to do when you're using one of the frames with a narrow side here, because there's not much room to do too much, and I just think this gives some added interest, and it's very simple to do. Then I hung one of the, I forget what these are called, but Tim Holtz tags, and it says significant, like significant other. And then I used some of his corners here and here just to frame it out. So it's just a really quick project. Took me about 2 hours total to do, and I really like it. I'm going to put some more detail up on my blog with some how-tos and how I got some of the products to look the way they do, like the canvas back here. So just wanted to share that with you guys. Have a great week. Bye.